Okay, there we go. Okay, hi and welcome. This is my daily Facebook Live. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. My name is Barry Selby. If you're watching the replay, thanks for joining me. If you are not yet here, you won't even know I'm talking. Doing live and replays is just cracking me up. It's an interesting experience. So, doing it earlier today because I have two webinars to be on starting top of the hour. So I want to get this one done out of the way before then. So thanks for coming in. Welcome. Is it this way? That way. Okay. See who's here. They're not coming for me. That siren. So, my name is Barry Selby. Welcome to my broadcast. This is Messages from the Master number 104. Yes, 104. Can't keep track of these. It's amazing. Which I can keep track, which is what's amazing. And the topic tonight, or topic today, is putting it out there is not the answer. Here's what is. And there's a ... because I want to talk about that. And both the positive and negatives, so you can understand where I'm coming from, and hopefully you'll get some value from this. Before I begin, let me introduce myself formally. For those who don't know me, my name is Barry Selby. I am a best-selling author, speaker, and relationship attraction expert, helping strong, successful women find balance in love, life, and business. And I'm also a passionate champion for the divine feminine. This topic is really geared towards women, but it's really also for the men. So this is going to work for both genders in this conversation. Gay or straight, frankly. This is a topic for us humans. The way I want to frame this or explain this is, originally it was because I was thinking of a friend of mine who's going through some stuff right now, because but she had been putting out some very provocative photographs. And I think they were stylish. They weren't sexual. Well, they were sexy, but not sexual, because they were framed by a photographer. They were done professionally. But the attention that draws was kind of challenging and has not been healthy, and she's beginning some really challenging stuff happening. And it started hitting me and realizing is that the reason behind why we choose, here goes another one. It's the main street back there, so you always get the emergency services driving you through when you're in a hurry. The choices about why people, men and women, put things out there, and I'll explain what I mean, what those things are they put out there, is driven by a choice or an intention or a desire for a certain result. And that's where I want to rewind back to and get you to change some things. So if you have an issue with some of the things some of the attention you attract, particularly if you draw the wrong sort of attention, let's talk, because it's going to be relevant for you. And it happens a lot for women, I know, because they draw a lot of unwanted attention either in public or on social media, or you want to talk to me. Great. Let's talk, Barney. Yes. I'll text you afterwards. Or I'll talk to you afterwards, because live streaming using my phone, and I forgot to put it on Do Not Disturb. Oh, crap. Oh, well. C'est la vie. It means I see things pop into my screen that distract me. Like this doesn't distract me. So, getting on topic. In the sense of putting things out there are women that put out themselves provocatively, and there are men put themselves out there provocatively too. So let me just give you a little, how to tie these two together. One of them, for women, is how you present yourself. And many women appeal sexually because that's the way they think they have to present themselves to get what they want. I'll come back to that in a second. So that's visual appearance. That's the look of sexuality that women put out to be seen. Men, I'm going to give you both because I want to include the whole spectrum here. There are men out there, I did it as well for a while, who basically put out there how they have value based on what they have in presentation. The car they drive, the jewelry they wear. You know, I've got this really expensive Seiko watch. It's not. But it's but it's like, you know, they put on Rolexes and they put on the nice suits, and it can look really dashing, but they invest in the look versus the substance. And same with the women with the sexual appearance versus the substance. And I want to get to that in a moment too, but I want to explain the two extremes for men and women. Generally, men are about status, because what women are looking for is men who can take care of them in the old paradigm, which is what isn't necessarily true anymore, but it's in the DNA. So men want to say, look what I've got, I can take care of you. In fact, I saw a friend's post earlier today. This guy's trying to ask her out, and basically after she said no, she has a boyfriend several times. He posted, I own 6 tower buildings and 4 mansions and all this sort of stuff. Like somehow his money would convince her to say yes to him. That is so, I'm glad you're going to come back and watch. This is so off base, because his mindset is, if I have enough stuff, if I have enough money, if I have enough proof that I'm worth it, then I can demand your attention away from anybody else. That's the way he's thinking. And some men are in that extreme. And some ladies on the feminine side, well, not the feminine, but the female side, are caught up in the fact is that if I have the biggest boobs, or the deepest, lowest cut dress, or the most tight-fitting outfit, I'll get more attention than any other woman will. So I'll get the man I want. Now, both of those happen, especially in this town, Los Angeles, but it's inaccurate. Well, inaccurate is the wrong word. It's an error in approach. Let's be clear about that. Not that I'm being a prude, but what I'm saying is, where are you, if you happen to fit in one of these two categories, where are you coming from? Meaning that what's driving you is so attached to the external, which, to be blunt, is going to change over time. How's it going to serve you long term? Yes, you may have it now, but it's a blink in the eye of eternity. Okay, that's pretty deep. But it's that timeline of just what do you really value? And for many people, and I've met women like this, I've met men like this, there's so little going on inside because they're so physically invested or humanly invested in the external appearance. It's like a shell, an empty shell. It's funny, I talked about it yesterday in a different context, but this is a different context now. So go back and watch yesterday's for something totally different, but it's important. But that's also about the empty shell experience. It's all tied together somehow. So the shell is the pretty casing, is the gift wrap around the box. There's nothing in it. And many people out there are very invested in making the gift wrap perfect. The perfect bow, the perfect folds, the perfect creasing, lining up, taping everything so it looks absolutely stunning. But the box is empty. And many people think that's who they are. They are tied into, if the packaging is okay, I can get by without doing anything. I can get by without becoming anything special. I can get by without any attainment except by my stamps on society based on how I look or what I have. This is an error in approach. What really this is about, because what is really this is about, and some people are going to go, I'm turning off now because I don't want to care about that, and that's you won't want to work with me anyway. I know that. It's about who you are. It's the simplest answer. It's about who you are. And when you're totally invested in what people think of you because of what you have and what you look like, you're externally referenced. And I talked about this before in the codependent paradigm, but I'll bring it back in here because it's true too. For those of you who are so caught up in the appearances that you must be liked by other people, otherwise you don't feel good. Now, some of you may have this paradigm. If they judge me, I won't feel good. That is an absolute choice. It's also a guaranteed indicator that you don't know how to trust yourself. You don't know how to trust yourself. The thing is codependence, and I'm going to bring that in because it's part of the conversation in relationship, but it's true in just being in the world. If you base your experience, your value, your self-worth on what other people think of you, then they have control of your life. You're a victim of their thoughts. Let me say that one again, because this is a big one for some people out there. If you are caught up in the paradigm where what other people think of you, say about you, hang out with you or not hang out with you, based upon how you appear, then, and you don't feel good unless they do that, then you're caught up in a codependent paradigm that is guaranteed to make you a victim. They have control of how you feel because you simply said, I'll feel good if they like me. Is this resonating for you out there? This is one I glimpsed this and I had experienced this when I was very young. When I got bullied, I had a lot of issues around this because I didn't feel accepted. And I judged myself harshly during that time because of the fact that I didn't have people liking me. I've done a lot of it since then, so I resolved it. But at the time, I saw that, and I see many people, men and women, boys and girls, who judge themselves based upon what other people think of them, how other people treat them, how other people ignore them, all those things, including parents. Yes, including parents. So, how do you change that? To tie this together, the answer I was going to get to is really simple. As I said, it's up to you, loving you. You're really getting clear about who you are is amazing because you are. Yes, you are. Doesn't matter what your status in life is. Doesn't matter how you look. The fact you were born, the fact you are you're built out of stardust and you're downloaded from spirit, trust me, you are. Who you are is amazing. Now, if you don't treat yourself that way, that's a whole other conversation. But if you're so invested in making the outside appearance perfect because you don't trust what's inside, you've got some work to do. The value of who you are supersedes and out distances, wrong word, but something like that, anything you do out in the world. My work in the world is driven by my passion and service to help women be strong in their love, in their attraction, in their lives. But my work isn't based, my value is not based upon how many women get impacted. It's based upon me willing to live in my truth. Seriously. Yes, I love helping women get there, but it's like if I'm working with 20 women, 1 woman, or 1,000 women, it doesn't change how my inner state is. It may impact my level of stress, perhaps, or my level of sleep, but it's the understanding of just how my value is who I am. What I do with it is up to me. And the same thing is true for you. Who you are is valued. Who you are is valuable. Your worth is who you are. That's defining what you're about. What you do with it is up to you. And that's where the opportunity comes in. Because if you are, for example, a woman who's very shapely and sexy with great outfits, if you're really aligning your value, that becomes fun to play with versus a must-do. So you might dress up like that once in a while. You also might dress in jeans and a t-shirt. That still makes you feel good because you don't base yourself on what you wear. You base yourself on who you are. If you're a guy, and I can speak to myself on this one, if you value yourself for who you are independent of the car you drive, because I haven't had a car for 6 years, so I can definitely relate to that one. If I value myself independent of that, I'm free. I'm not codependent upon a vehicle to make me feel good, or people seeing that car. Because I had my Lexus and my Jaguar over the years, that I did have an attachment to how people saw me. Yes, I'm owning up to that. But I'm on this journey of understanding. I ride a bike now, which I like as well. And if people see it, they'll like it too. But that's a whole other game. That's for fun, because being in LA with a car, I'm already outside the game. Because it's all about the best car, the fastest car, the newest car I've already had, would compete to be the most attractive. There you go. I dropped out of the game myself by not having a car. Solved that problem. So either part is having a car that you love driving because you enjoy driving it as a man or as a woman. It's about you loving who you are and enjoying driving the car versus I must drive a nice car to feel good about myself. Different perspective, different paradigm. So I want to make sure you get this point clearly, because it may change your life. When you choose to stop valuing yourself based upon outside experiences, on what you wear, what you drive, who loves you, how they treat you, how they talk about you, and when you start valuing yourself because you exist, yes, that's what it takes. When you start valuing yourself because you exist, your paradigm shifts. You'll actually be free to do whatever you want, because you're not driven by a victim-driven need to be accepted, appreciated, and loved that may never happen. But what will happen is, secret, when you do step into that place of owning who you are, loving who you are, and doing what you want to do in the world, you may actually get the benefits of being loved, appreciated, and accepted by people as a side benefit, not as the primary focus. It's funny how that works. So I want to make sure this lands for you, because it's a big piece of the puzzle for many people, is to rewind or bring back inside the focus, to put the focus inward, to really own, value, and appreciate who you are. Because whoever's out there will change, and whoever's out there may change their mind. And it's not about you, it's about them. So if someone judges you for not being the right way, remember, it's their judgment. They've made it. They're stuck with it. Nothing to do with you. But that's all of the teaching right there, by the way. Listen, let me drop this in now, just because I'm on the same topic. You have this amazing ability, as we all have, I have certainly, to make people's judgments of us personal. Why? If somebody judges me because of the fact I'm English, one, I can't do anything about it, and two, I don't care. I like being English. It's who I am. It's where I come from. It's also, if someone judges me because I don't have a full head of hair, I can't do anything about that. The funny thing is, most people who judge that, most men who judge that, will end up losing theirs too, I believe. It gives me a laugh anyway. But the realization is that what people judge about you is nothing to do with you. It's their stuff. And the funny thing about judgment is it hurts the person who gives it. Yes, it does. I did a whole talk about this, about forgiveness, about 10 days ago. I'll put it in the comments below so you can find it. The whole thing about judgment is it's affecting the person who judges. So if someone judges you because you don't do the things the way they want to, now I'm not saying do things to affront people, but I'm saying if people judge you because you're not doing, like I get judged because I'm not doing a full-time job, I can't do a full-time job anymore. My passion is my service. I'm an entrepreneur. My work is my life. That's not a 9 to 5. That's a 24/7 job. But the thing is, people don't look at it that way. So people may judge it. It doesn't affect me. That's their judgment because they want to be safe in a certain environment. Remember, people judging you are based upon their perception of what life should look like, which is usually not what you want to be anyway. So stop being the victim, please, of other people's perceptions. When you stop doing that, you get your power back. Oh, you didn't know you gave it away? When you let yourself be controlled by other people's thoughts, you're giving your power away. That's the thing about being a victim. I think these points are making sense. And by the way, I'm giving you about 30 years of study in like, boom, 20 minutes. I hope it works for you. This is deeper stuff, and some of you may be going, whoa, how do you work with this? If you have questions, please reach out to me, because this is something I'm realizing there's about 4 different points I dropped in here, 4 different teachings I dropped in here that might be need to be expanded, we'll see. But I will put in the piece about forgiveness, the link to the Facebook Live I did below, or actually if it's on YouTube, you see it there. But I want to make sure that you've got these points, because this is the thing. When you're driven by external, you're pretty much guaranteed to lose. When you're driven by internal, that's eternal. Ooh, that was deep. When you're driven from internally, outwardly, that's an eternal experience because it's connected to who you are. That's who you are, which is real. So anyway, work with that. That'll keep you busy. Thank you for watching, by the way. And I'm just seeing who's joining in the broadcast because I'm seeing people in here. If you just joined me, please watch from the beginning. I dropped some some truth bombs along the way, and I hope this is valuable to you. If you feel someone should watch this who hasn't seen this, please share it with them. If you want to watch my other series, I have these all over Facebook, on my business page, on my website, on the video blog, and on YouTube under Messages from the Masculine. This is number 104 in an ongoing series. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for being here. And again, share this out. If you have any questions, put them in below. I will answer. And I also put the link to that forgiveness process as well. And take care of yourselves. I'll see you again tomorrow for number 105. See you later. Bye.